Realme GT Neo 5 SE was officially released today. It is equipped with the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 mobile platform known as the strongest 7 series platform in the history of Snapdragon. The powerful performance and many functions inherited from the flagship mobile platform make it. This Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 new phone is highly anticipated. Realme GT Neo series has always focused on trendy games. This time Realme GT Neo 5 SE is also known as the flagship experience Grand Slam. It not only has strong performance, but also has all the necessary experiences. So how about its actual review? We will give you a wave of hands-on evaluation for the first time today. As a product that focuses on trendy games, the appearance of the Realme GT Neo series has always been trendy, young and energetic, and the same is true of the Realme GT Neo 5 SE this time. The Final Fantasy color scheme that we hold is a return to the classics. As soon as I got it, the author was attracted by the bright luster on the back of it. The Final Fantasy color scheme is inspired by cyberpunk culture, and the theme is to present a confusing sense of cyber science fiction. The camera module of Realme GT Neo 5 SE is relatively large, and the surface is covered with glossy glass. The three cameras are arranged vertically in two groups. To the right of the camera is the flash, and to the right is the lens description. The front of the Realme GT Neo 5 SE is a 6.74-inch 1.5K AMOLED flexible straight screen. The three sides of the screen are relatively narrow, the chin is slightly wider, and the top is a centered punch hole. The measurements of this phone are 163.9 by 75.8 by 8.95 millimeters, and the weight is 193.1 grams, so it won't feel heavy for normal use. The top of the phone is the infrared sensor and microphone, and the bottom is the SIM card, microphone, USB Type-C slot and speaker. At the same time, the left side of the phone is the volume up and down buttons, and the right side is the power button. The most important performance aspect of Realme GT Neo 5 SE is that it is equipped with the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 mobile platform. The overall performance of the Adreno GPU is 2 times higher than that of the previous generation 7 series platform, which is the largest GPU performance improvement in the current Snapdragon 7 series products. Its Antutu running score is 950,119 points, which is undoubtedly the best in the mid-range phone camp. In addition, it has 12 gigs LPDDR5X storage and 256 gigs overclocked version UFS 3.1 memory version. After the game, the editor measured the highest body temperature of Realme GT Neo 5 SE, concentrated near the rear camera, which was 41.9 degrees Celsius. When playing, you can feel the heat flow gushing out, but not to the point of burning your hands. This temperature is acceptable. Generally speaking, with the blessing of the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 mobile platform, the performance of Realme GT Neo 5 SE is still beyond expectations, especially considering that it is only an SE model. Before that, it is hard to imagine that this position product can run Genshin Impact with a frame rate of 58.03 FPS and high quality, and the temperature can be controlled at around 41 degrees centigrade. This undoubtedly makes us look forward to the lively scene of the mid-range phone market in the future. In addition to powerful performance, another main selling point of Realme GT Neo 5 SE is the 5500 mAh super capacity battery, and it is also equipped with 100 watts light speed second charging. Unique in the entire industry. During the endurance test, the editor set the screen brightness and system volume of the phone to 50%, turned on Bluetooth, and the phone was in GT performance mode, and the whole process was carried out in a Wi-Fi network environment. In a total of about 120 minutes of testing, Realme GT Neo 5 SE consumed 12% of the power, leaving 88% of the power remaining. This battery life performance is satisfactory. In terms of charging speed, the editor used the standard 100 watts charger for testing. It took 28 minutes to fully charge the battery from 0% to 100%, and it took 15 minutes to charge more than 50%. For a 5500 mAh large capacity battery, this charging speed is obviously very fast. Realme GT Neo 5 SE features a rear 64-megapixel main camera, as well as an ultra-wide-angle lens and a micro lens. In terms of specific photo quality, we analyze it through the actual sample photos. First of all, it is a scene with sufficient light during the day. The Realme GT Neo 5 SE is clear and sharp, and the color is slightly brighter, which looks very pleasing to the eye. After zooming in on the photo, the details of the willow branches on the opposite bank can still be distinguished, and the tourists sitting on the chairs are not very blurred, and the overall resolution is satisfactory. In the same scene, we use a super wide-angle lens to take a picture, and you can see that the viewfinder range has become significantly larger. The river seems to be wider than what the naked eye can see. The overall exposure of the picture is slightly darker than that of the wide-angle lens. At the same time, the colors are also more vivid, there is no obvious distortion around the screen, and the overall look and feel is good. In addition to the main camera and super wide angle, Realme GT Neo 5 SE also has a micro lens, which is relatively rare in models of other phone brands at this price. You can look at the following two photos of the surface of the book taken with a microscope lens at 20x and 40x respectively, and you can see that the microscopic details on the surface of the paper can be clearly presented. Overall, the most attractive thing about Realme GT Neo 5 SE is the strong performance and balanced power consumption brought by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 mobile platform, as well as the 100 watts light speed second charge and 5500 mAh large battery life and fast charging experience. In addition, the 1.5K AMOLED flexible direct screen is also a bonus item. These three features directly hit the core experience of consumers in this price segment and constitute the core competitiveness of Realme GT Neo 5 SE. From the current point of view, this Realme GT Neo 5 SE is still worth buying in combination with its price, especially for young friends who like to play games. It is an option worth considering at the price of $290. Of course, if you are not in a hurry to buy a phone, you can also wait and see the rollout of other Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 platform phones and make a comprehensive comparison to make a purchase. The comment area is waiting for your opinion. Have a nice day and see you soon.